Welcome back to Trust Me Bro, Unlocking the Future. You know how we love digging into the crazy tech that's shaping our world?
Oh, yeah.
And today we're diving into something that's honestly blowing my mind.
Hit me with it.
Blockchain and food.
Blockchain and food. I thought we were past the whole crypto craze.
Right. Everyone thinks blockchain equals Bitcoin,
Yeah.
but this is so much bigger than that. We're talking about how this tech could literally change the way we eat.
Okay, now you've got my attention. How are we talking like farm to table 2.0 or something?
Exactly. It's all about transparency, knowing exactly where your food comes from and how it gets to your plate.
I can see how that'd be useful, especially with all the food scares and scandals we hear about these days.
Totally. And that's where the whole tamper-proof record-keeping of blockchain comes in.
Okay, so for those who haven't been living in the cryptoverse for the past few years, can you give us a quick blockchain 101?
Sure, and so basically imagine a digital ledger. But instead of being kept in one place, it's distributed across a ton of computers.
Ah, so it's like a shared record that everyone can see.
Exactly. And every time new info is added, it's verified by the whole network and permanently recorded. So it's almost impossible to fake or change anything.
That does sound pretty secure.
It is. And now think about applying that to the food supply chain.
Okay, I'm starting to see where this is going.
You buy a steak at the supermarket. Right now, you basically have to trust the label about where it came from and how it was raised.
Yeah, and sometimes you get those vague labels like product of USA, which doesn't really tell you much.
Exactly. But with blockchain, you could potentially trace that steak back to the specific farm, maybe even the individual cow.
Whoa, that's next level.
Right. You could see everything, how it was raised, what it was fed, even its transport conditions.
So no more mystery meat, huh? You'd know exactly what you're getting.
Precisely. And it's not just about meat. Imagine scanning a QR code on your coffee bag and seeing exactly which farm those beans came from.
Or like those avocados that are always a gamble.
Oh, totally. You can know for sure if it's going to be perfectly ripe or a mushy mess.
I am so on board with this already.
And the cool part is this isn't just some futuristic dream. It's already happening.
Oh, really? Spill the tea.
Well, you know how the Internet of Things, or IoT, is all about connecting devices and sensors to collect data.
Yeah, like smart fridges and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So picture this. You've got sensors in a shipping container full of produce monitoring the temperature and humidity.
Makes sense. Gotta keep those avocados happy.
Right. And that data from the sensors is constantly being fed into the blockchain, creating a permanent record of the journey.
So if there's a sudden temperature spike, you'd know something went wrong.
Yep. And everyone involved, from the farmer to the retailer to the consumer, could see it instantly.
Wow, that could really help prevent food spoilage and waste.
Absolutely. And it gets
Okay.
even crazier.
Let's tell.
There are companies already doing this stuff. For example, Walmart has been using blockchain to track their produce for a while now.
No way. Seriously.
Yep. Apparently, it's helped them improve their ability to trace food back to the source, which is huge for managing safety risks.
That's pretty impressive. I'm surprised they're being so transparent.
It's a smart move, honestly. Consumers are demanding more transparency, and companies are starting to realize that.
Yeah, especially with all the food scandals we've seen over the years. It's like nobody trusts anything anymore.
Exactly. And that's where blockchain can really shine. It's all about building trust by giving consumers the power to verify things for themselves.
That makes a lot of sense. Do you have any other examples of companies using blockchain for food?
Absolutely. So there's this massive e-commerce site in China called JDD.com.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of them. They sell pretty much everything, right?
Yep. And they're using blockchain to track over 14,000 products. Everything from food to cosmetics.
Wow, that's a huge operation.
It is. And it's all about giving consumers that peace of mind that what they're buying is authentic and safe.
I can definitely see the appeal, especially in a place like China where food safety has been a big issue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like a way to rebuild trust in the system.
So we've talked about safety and transparency, but what about the sustainability angle?
Great question. Blockchain can definitely play a role there too.
How so?
Well, imagine being able to track the entire journey of your seafood and see if it was sustainably sourced. Or verify that the coffee you're drinking came from a fair trade farm.
Oh, wow, that'd be amazing. I'm always trying to make more ethical choices, but it's hard to know what to trust.
Right. But with blockchain, you could have that proof right there in your hands.
Mm.
It'd be like a whole new level of conscious consumerism.
I love that idea. It's like
Right.
putting the power back in the hands of the people.
Exactly. And that shift in power could really push companies to adopt more sustainable and ethical practices.
It's like a win-win for everyone. Consumers get transparency, and companies are incentivized to do better.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Mm.
So what's your overall take on this whole blockchain and food thing?
Honestly, I think it has massive potential. We're just scratching the surface of what's possible.
I agree. It's pretty mind-blowing to think about how this tech could transform the way we produce, consume, and even think about food.
It's definitely food for thought.
I see what you did there. But seriously, folks, what if you could scan any food item at the grocery store and know its entire story?
Would you change your shopping habits?
That's the question we want you to ponder. Until next time, keep exploring the future with us on Trust Me Bro, Unlocking the Future.